स्टार्ट कर देता. Started the class. Now look here. Nishi, start. Now look here. The most important thing is in circle we have already known the center formula. Most of the part also in circle we have done. Okay. Now some typical questions of circle as promised I am going to do, and then I'll start conic sections. Okay. So the question is find the equation of a circle having center. So one type of questions is like this. Find the equation of a circle. Find the equation of a circle. Equation of a circle. That means you have to find the equation of a circle. Okay. So now get the equation of a circle whose center is whose center is whose center given to you is, go start solving, whose center given to you is 3 comma minus 4, 3 comma minus 4, and touches the line, and touches the line, and it is touching the line 5x plus 12, 5x plus 12 by 5x plus 12 by minus 12 equal to 0. So this is the equation. So you need to solve this part. Come on, check this one out, and you need to solve this part. So this is exactly the question. So this is exactly the question in the circle section. So find the equation of a circle whose center is 3 comma minus 4 and touches the line 5x plus 12 by minus 12 equal to 0. So this is the equation of the circle. Good morning. Priya, are you there in the group? Rudra? Who joined? Inform your name, please. Yes, Rudra. Okay, we'll start this question, beta. See, find the equation of a circle whose center is this. So now we need to understand, Rudra, here that center of the circle is given. What is the center of the circle given here is 3 comma minus 4. Okay, and one line is passing, touching the circle and going. That line is 5x plus 12 by minus 12 equal to 0. Then now you need to, the most important, good morning Divya, the most important thing here is we know that radius and tangents are perpendicular to each other. This is one theorem which we are going to use. Okay, so here we know that radius and tangents are perpendicular to each other at the point of contact. Radius and tangents are perpendicular to each other at the point of contact, beta. So that content we are going to use here. We will say, since we know that, since we know that radius and tangents, note down, radius and tangents are perpendicular to each other at the point of contact, so definitely radius and tangents are perpendicular to each other at the point of contact. So beta, this, that means what? This is perpendicular. That means it will become the shortest distance. So we can use distance formula. So hence OP is perpendicular to, we can name it as AB. OP is perpendicular to AB. So beta, our main concept is to find the distance OP. Once we are getting the distance OP, we will be able to get the answer because radius only we are needing here. If you see nicely, only radius needing, center and radius there means we can find the equation of the circle. So here, what we are going to do, we will use distance formula. So OP is equal to modulus of whatever is the equation of the circle given this point we are going to substitute there. So here 5 with what is the center part 3. So 3 we will put because we already know this definition, this theorem again and again, this formula we have done, distance formula. 3 will go instead of x, minus 4 will give in y. So that means here beta 12 into minus 4, they will write down nicely minus 12 by what is the coefficient of x? 5. So 5 is square. What is the coefficient of y? 12. So here it is coming as 12 square. Done. So here it is coming 15 and then minus 48 minus 12 by, here it is coming as 25 plus 144. Done. 25 minus 144. So now distance formula, by the help of the distance formula, how much it will become? Because this section is coming as 50, 60. So it is coming as 0, 4, 5, 6, 60 minus 15. So 100% it will become 45 because modulus is there, so negative will go. And here it is coming as root under 169, that is 13. So this is the radius. So once you are getting the radius, Rudra, absolutely correct, boss. Super. So this is the answer. The answer is absolutely correct, Rudra, because here what we are going to do, it will come in fractions, so big number will come. Super. So here what is the equation of the circle will become? Equation of circle will become x minus 3 whole square plus y plus 4 whole square equal to 45 by 13 whole square beta, whole square. That is center part whole square, this part is coming. Rudra, did you got this? Sujata, good morning beta. Did you got this, Rudra? This equation only, please check. Is this getting the equation? Are you getting this equation? This is the equation of the circle. This is the equation of the circle. This is the equation of the circle. That is beta x minus 3 whole square plus y plus 4 whole square by 45 by 13 whole square. I hope you might have understood. Yes, that's it. So that definitely we can bring to this part also, or we can bring to the answer what you have given. Okay, so this is exactly one very good question which has been asked in examinations. So now we are going to go to the second level of circle questions, because some level of circle questions you need to know very nicely. Only for one day you are not preparing, you are preparing for long term examinations, competitions, and also 2-3 questions of circle I want to discuss very nicely. Now look here, beta. Next question of circle. Everybody, please check this one out. (62). How it will come 62, beta? Check one time. One time check. One time check. It will not be 62. One time check, beta. If you subtract means it is coming 60 minus 15 is 45. 60 minus 15 is coming as 45 beta. Nishika, how much is the answer coming? 45 by 13 only coming. Okay. Yes. Siddharth, good morning beta. So now second part of the circle question we are going to do. Now in this part of the question, you need to be very thorough with the concept what you are going to use. Okay. So now let's see the part, write the question and understand this section. So Question is, find the equation of a circle which passes through 2 points on x-axis. See, look here, what they are telling. Find the equation of circle. Find the equation of circle which passes through 2 points on x-axis, which passes through 2 points on x-axis, which are at distance of 4 from the origin. Distance of 4 from the origin. Okay, which are at a distance of 4 from the origin and whose radius is 5 units. So now how we are going to solve this question? Which are passing, means it is exactly, see here now this type of questions will not have one equation of circle. This type of questions will have two equations of circle. Always remember that your brain should be collaborating for understanding the entire concept of circle above axis and below axis. Understood or not? So here two situations are possible, beta. One situation is not possible, two situations are possible, and we should be coordinating ourselves for that two situations. Understood? So now let's check this one out, how to go for it. Now look here. So here, what and all are the two equations, because they're telling that find the equation of a circle which passes through 2 points on x-axis. So let's draw this circle. We are going to draw the circle, one circle we are going to draw. It can be possible here now, where the circle will be touching, because center they have no information about the center of the circle. So definitely if it is cutting 4 units means what, how much is 4 units? So 2 points on x axis which are at a distance of 4 units from the origin. So this is the origin. Now from origin 4 units, so this part is coming as 4 units, means here it is coming 4 comma 0, and here it is cutting as minus 4 comma 0, but this is not above x-axis it is going. It may be possible that it can go below x-axis also, because we cannot have guarantee like कि only it will be above. So what if the circle is exactly like this? Got it. The circle center is not, the circle center they have not informed. So definitely we need to check this part out. And radius part they have explained. So this is exactly coming as 4 unit. This part is coming as 4 unit. So once you have understood that, okay, this is 4 unit. Now if I am going to take center here, just imagine, because if it is exactly coming 4 unit equidistance, then 100% center. You remember one word, another important statement, because brain will go here and there. But one thing is there that if I am drawing, if I'm drawing like this, situation is there, if I'm drawing like this, equidistance part is there, then definitely this chord is out. It can be anywhere, but since it is equidistance and the circle is coming in a part, then 100% center will be anywhere in this line only. Axis line, center will be anywhere on the axis line. So this you must remember. Then why the center must be anywhere on the axis line, beta? Because in class 9th you have learned a theorem, and that theorem was that from the center of the circle, the line drawn to the chord is always perpendicular to the chord and bisects the chord. Yes, na? We read this theorem. So because of that theorem, if this is 4 unit, this is 4 unit, that means center will be on axis line. Understood? So whenever the chord is divided into two equal halves, that means whenever the chord is divided into two equal halves, means the line which is dividing the chord into two equal halves, center of the circle will be on that line. Center of the circle will be on that line. Now beta, what we will do, we will join this one. Okay, so if we are joining this part, this is 5 unit given, then by Pythagoras theorem you know that if this is 4 unit and this is 5 unit, then this one will become 3 unit. Understood? And this part will be coming as perpendicular. Mark it as A. Till here everyone understood? Come on, say please. Did you understood what I have done till here? Once you will understand this part means most of the thing, because our main priority is better to get the center of the circle. Our main priority, because radius is already given, we don't need more things in circle chapter. We need center and radius, only two things we are needing, and that is first part is center and the second part is radius beta. And the moment we understood this theorem, that means our entire work is ready. So we will say that since, so this one we will take, but beta, how many equations of circle will come? Two equations of circle will come. Here one equation of circle will not come, because we have to have that futuristic approach that you can find the circle can shift down also. How can we say that the circle cannot shift down? The circle can be down also and the circle can be up also. So what can be the equation of the circle here when both situations are there? When the circle part will be up and down both, because that means here also it can cut down and here it can be. Then what can be the equation of the circle if it can be down? That time the center of the circle will become 0 comma minus 3. Here the center of the circle will become 0 comma 3. How the center of the circle is coming 0 comma 3 and center of the circle is coming 0 comma minus 3? Let's write this one finally. So now this is exactly the circle, first circle I am drawing. This can be considered as center. Now this part is coming as P or O. We are going to center of the circle. If we are taking here P, then here we are going to take as O. P can be taken as 0 comma 0. This distance is considered as 4. This distance is also considered as 4. This will come 4 comma 0. This part will come minus 4 comma 0. After that, what next work we are going to do? This is the radius. Radius part is taken as 5. This center part will be coming as, this is 3 units. So this part will become 0 comma minus 3. Understood? So that time equation of the circle will become, so you write here, since this content is AB, since AP is equal to PB, AP distance is equal to PB distance, hence we can conclude by the theorem that from the center of the circle you write AB is the chord, center of the circle to the chord, the line drawn is perpendicular to the chord and bisects the chord. So the line which is drawing is perpendicular to the chord and bisects the chord. Therefore, O center of the circle is at y-axis. Understood? And OP is perpendicular. OP is perpendicular to AB. So using Pythagoras theorem, this question is Pythagoras theorem. So once you are using Pythagoras theorem, then 100% beta what will happen? OP will be exactly coming as root under 5 square minus 4 square. That is root under 9 and that is 3. Therefore, O will become 0 comma 3. Also, center, so that equation of the circle will become x minus 0 whole square, y minus 3 whole square is equal to radius 5 square. This is one part when the circle center will be there. This is one part when the circle center will be there. Another part when the circle center will be also center below x axis will be what? 0 minus 3. So equation of the circle x minus 0 whole square, and this part y plus 3 whole square is equal to 5 square. So this is one equation of the circle, this is another equation of the circle. Because here we can draw this part and we can explain this section that okay, fine, here also one circle we can draw, but the center of the circle will be exactly here. C can be 0 comma minus 3, and from the center of the circle we can draw a circle like this. Understood. So one circle can be drawn up and another circle can be drawn down. I hope you might have understood. So circle can be drawn up and the circle can be drawn down. So circle can be drawn in both the sides. I hope you might have understood. So this is the most important part. Upside and downside, both we can draw. So are we ready for the next part, please? Are we ready for the next question? So another equation of the circle we are going to start and we are going to get. So this is one part of the circle where see I have explained class 9 theorem also. I have used two theorem, the two major section of the part of the theorems of class 9th we have used, which is exactly very important from the center of the circle. So this part will become the center and it will come on y axis. That's the most important thing. Now are we ready for the next question? The next question, better note down. Find the equation of a circle. Find the equation of a circle. So again we are going to find the equation of a circle, okay, which touches y axis. It is touching what? Which touches y-axis. So this time beta the equation, the circle is touching which axis? Y-axis. Only y-axis it is touching. Axis at a distance of 4 unit from the origin. At a distance of 4 units from the origin. I hope everybody is there in the group. At a distance of 4 unit from the origin. Okay, at a distance of 4 unit from the origin, and cuts an intercept and cuts an intercept note down, and cuts an intercept of 6 units, okay, and cuts an intercept of 6 units along the positive direction of x-axis. Along the positive direction of x-axis. Now beta start solving this question. Try first. So the major challenge is drawing the diagram. Understood? Good morning beta. So now let's see how to solve. Let's see how to solve this. The question is find the equation of a circle which touches the y-axis at a distance of 4 unit. So equation of a circle which is touching the y-axis at a distance of 4 unit from the origin. Okay. So 4 unit from the origin it is touching the circle. That's distance is given. That means x value is given or y value is given. Come on, check this one out. At a distance. So I'm going to first draw it. You all please try first drawing this part. Okay, once you are drawing this section, at least Nishika, can you come here? This is the last time I'm calling you. Come here near. Draw it, please, everybody. Because your major challenge is to get the radius, because your radius is not given, only cuts they have explained. You need to understand that part, and the equation of the circle and the center part itself will come out. Radius and center both you have to find here. Now beta, where I'm going to draw this one, check this one out. So if you see this section, you check this beta, that they are exactly touching. This is exactly one part of the circle where the circle is touching the x-axis. Below one circle also we have to draw. It is also going to touch, but which section it is going to touch? It is also going to touch the lower part of the circle. That this section will be coming for the lower part. Wait, I'll draw this one symmetric to that, otherwise it will not come correct. So beta, here it is this is origin, and this part will be coming as 0 comma 0, and it is exactly at a distance of 4 unit. Understood? So the equation of the circle which touches the y-axis at a distance of 4 unit from the origin. So it is touching the y-axis at a distance of 4 unit from the origin. Okay, this is first part. So now we are going to write this section here, again equidistance part, and cuts an intercept of 6 units from the along the positive direction. So this total distance is considered as 6 units. Okay, and already we know that from the center of the circle, any line drawn to the circumference, any line drawn to the chord is perpendicular to the chord, and it is bisecting the chord. Correctness is that. So any line drawn beta, so it will be bisecting the chord. So this is the center part, we will take it as P, and here this distance we are going to take. Now beta, if this is, because see, this is PQ. So 100% PQAB. So PQ must be perpendicular to AB. Hereby PQ is perpendicular to AB. Why? Because from the center of the circle, to the chord, the line drawn is perpendicular and bisects the chord. The line drawn is perpendicular and it is bisecting the chord beta. So here this part will be exactly going to get divided into 3 units. So this section will get converted into 3 units. Now to get the radius, what we need to do is, we need to find this. So using Pythagoras theorem, so now beta, if this is perpendicular part, that means we have to use the Pythagoras theorem. Concept is very simple. It is above 4. So we are putting the point here. Why we are putting the point here? We can put the center anywhere. But we need to understand that this intercept is 6. So if intercept is 6 means the chord is answering all the part. The chord is having an answer of all your questions. So if this part is coming as 3, then definitely the center part from the origin, this part will be coming as, so definitely the center part, how much unit is coming, this section will become that unit part we are going to write. Radius still is out of our reach. Radius, we can't get like that. We have to use the concept. So here 4 is y distance. Now we don't, 3 is exactly, because this section circle part, 3 is x distance. No, 3 is not x distance. Still this part is missing. Got it? So center point will be 3 or 5, because here this part is 4. Now first we need to find radius. How we are going to get the radius? Because in the question itself they have given the equation of a circle which touches y-axis at a distance of 4 units. So center part is still out of our reach, and that we will got from the origin and cuts an intercept of 6 units. So first we need to find this part, because this and this will become same. So our main concept is, this is 4, this is 3, and this part is coming as 4. Then this section first we need to get. Then only center we can think about, because this gap is there. Understood? So using Pythagoras theorem, So using Pythagoras theorem, no beta, today 10th class is not there. Yesterday full day I was teaching 10th only na. Full time I was teaching 10th only. No class I took for 11th also and 12th also. No class I took, only 10th. Nearly 6 hours I taught you yesterday. So using Pythagoras theorem, now 11th is also having exam beta, so I have to focus there also. Your exam today getting over now. So using Pythagoras theorem, using Pythagoras theorem, so beta we can get AP. AP will be equal to, what part is there? 3 square plus 4 square. So it is coming as 25. So it will come as 5. So this section will come as 5. So if this is part is 5, then this distance will also become 5 because radius equidistance from the center. So here beta it will become 5. Okay. Now the major catch here is, then what will be the equation? Hi beta. The major question is ki now we have center, we have radius. So what will be the equation of circle? Equation of circle is x minus 5 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square is equal to radius 5 square. And beta, one more thing here is na ki if one part is there, that means this part also one circle can be possible because another circle can touch here and exactly intercept like this. It, another circle can also be drawn down of it, and if that circle will be drawn, that circle radius will also be same, but only one thing will be there. We can take that center as p dash. At that part here 5 will be there, but y value will be minus 4 because it is just going down. Okay, and that time beta what will be the equation of the circle? X minus 5 whole square plus y plus 4 whole square is equal to radius 5 square. Understood? So we are not shorting out equations. We are exactly telling that two equations of circles are possible. But did you understood? Did you all understood? Come on, say this. Did you all understood this section? How to go with it? Everyone, can you say that these part questions are okay for you? Circle, mostly center, equation of circle, everything they will be asking, and we must be ready to solve this type. So I hope everybody understood. Come on, say quickly. Got it? Have everybody understood this one? So this is exactly, so Pythagoras theorem when you are doing, so two equations of circle, very good Rudra. So this is one part of the circle equations where you need to draw not one circle, two circles are possible. Okay, and if any mistakes will be there, miss, they will cut total half mark. If they will, total half of the score will be going if you are not going to draw the second section, because possibility here is there, and circle these questions must be done nicely. Now we'll go for the next question. Now look here, this next question again will be dragging you towards another type of understanding. I believe you people are not only preparing for one factor, you are preparing for competition exams also. So 100% you must have this type of concepts where you can be able to take out the things. Okay. Now beta, another equation of circle will be what they have given, that the equation of circle is given as find the equation of the image of circle. So most important questions where the questions are asked in competitions and they are again and again repeating this part is image related question. In straight line also we have solved one image related question. Here also beta one image related questions we are going to solve. Find the equation of the image of the circle. Find the equation of, find the equation of image of the circle. Image of the circle. So not beta the original circle. We have to find the equation of image of the circle. Understood? Now the circle equation given to you is x square plus y square, okay, plus 8x minus 16y, okay, 8x minus 16y plus 64 equal to 0. Got it? And in the line, in the line mirror x is equal to 0. So here mirror is acting as x is equal to 0. In the line mirror x is equal to 0. So now how we are going to solve this question? Because image related questions means 100% x is equal to 0. Now check this one out. Good morning, Krish. So here, this part is very, very important. Let's check this one out, beta. Find the equation of the image of the circle. Find the equation of the image of the circle. Today evening, I am going to take class, beta. Yesterday, already only your class I took. All the classes of 10th only I took. So to 11th children need, I have to give them time also, beta, please. So now find the equation of the image of the circle, this one. So what we are going to do? We are going to write this one. So now how we are going to write x square. Now look here beta. X square plus 8x plus y square minus 16y plus 64 beta. First to make it a complete square section. X axis, y axis, that part we are going to check afterwards. But first we will take it as a complete square. So what it will become, x square plus 2 into 8 will split as 4x. Now it is coming as, this one is a square plus 2ab. Understood? Here 2a is x and b is 4. But here 4 is missing. Square of 4 part is missing. So what we will do? We will add 4 square and we will subtract 4 square. Then we are getting a complete square platform. How? See, look here. 8x square plus 8x is there, beta. So here x square written. 8 can be written as 2, 4. Okay. So here a square plus 2ab. So b, this 4 is missing. So we will add 4 square and we will subtract 4 square. Now here y square part. Now y square minus 16 I am splitting as 2 into y into 8. 2 8s are 16. So here when I am adding 8, this part is coming as 8. That means we will be squaring 8 and we will be adding plus square of 8 and minus of 8 and then plus 64 equal to 0. Okay. X plus 4 whole square, then y minus 8 whole square. So x plus 4 whole square and y minus 8 whole square coming beta. So x plus 4 whole square because square of 4 and this part. So 2ab. So b square we have to take. Now here minus 2ab. So here what we are going to take is 8. So now what next x next work is what? Here minus 4 square minus 8 square. So here it is coming as minus 4 square and here it is minus 8 square is 64 and this part is plus 64 already given beta. So this and this will get cancelled. So what is coming? X plus 4 whole square plus y minus 8 whole square is equal to 4 square. So definitely that means center will be where? The center of the original circle is minus 4 comma 8 and radius is 4. Radius is 4. So till here finding by this method is not at all a rocket science, very simple work we have done. But beta, what they are telling us in the question, this is not the question for us. Finding the center and radius of the original circle is not the target for us. We need to find the equation of the circle which is image of this circle, and now we are going to understand that what statement they are telling. So here the statement is telling where we are going to keep x axis we are going to take as image, y axis we are going to take at image, or which part of that axis we are going to take it as image. That is also very important to know. So in the line x is equal to 0, beta, where x will be 0? On y axis x will be 0. We remember this. like whenever somebody will ask us in coordinate axis where is x is equal to 0, then you will say on y axis x will become equal to 0. Understood? On which axis x will be equal to 0? Y axis. So that means y axis is acting as a mirror for us. Got it? So if y axis is acting as a mirror for us, now another important point is they told that the center point is coming minus 4 comma 8. Got it? But the center point can be 4 comma 8 also. We need to realize that. So 4 comma 8 will become the center point. How? Because this center point is minus 4 comma. So this is our original circle, beta. Original circle is like this. Okay? Original circle is like this. Now why I have not allowed it to touch with x-axis? Because you check here, x value is minus 4 and y value is 8. But radius is coming only 4 beta. Radius is coming as 4. Since it is touching y-axis, because they asked x equal to 0, so definitely beta it will be only 4. So it will never touch this x-axis. Some things you need to be very practically designing. If you will do mistake means, in fact, I should make it a little down, because practically if you will not design, the things will go wrong. So 100% when you are drawing, so distance you have to here, because this distance, this is y now. So y part is coming as 8 and x part is coming as, x value is coming as only 4. So 100% it will be up. Now its image. So where will be its image? Its image will be just here. Okay, so now I have drawn that image section. Now what can be the center? Because here center is 4 comma 8. So it will become what? Minus 4 comma 8. So image section y value will not change. Remember, because it is turning like this, so x value will change and radius remains the same, because we know in class 9th what you have, sorry, class 10th what you have studied. For a mirror, the object distance is always equal to image distance. So here this 8 is going to repeat. Understood? Because 8 is above. So that is not a case for us. The biggest problem here is object distance. So this is the center distance. Object distance is equal to image distance. So center distance from this side and this side. So this is O, this is exactly O dash. So this part is there and radius remains the same. So this is distance. So distance remains the same. So what will be the equation of the circle in this case? X minus 4 whole square plus y minus 8 whole square equal to 4 square. But understood everybody? Come on, say, did you understood this part? Because these type questions must not be left. This type of questions must not be left. This type of questions you should be able to solve with much ease. I hope you might have understood this part, beta. What and all you have to do here? First, we converted it into the general format for question equation of circle. After converting it into general work, what we have done, we just found the image by just knowing that x is equal to 0. Where is x equal to 0? On y axis, x is equal to 0. And then center and radius part drawn and its image we have drawn, and we wrote the equation of the circle. Is it done? Everyone come on, say. So we will go for the next question like this. One more question we are going to solve it. अंडरस्टूड नॉट निशी? सो डेफिनेटली इमेज विल बी इसका इधर आ जाएगा. ठीक है. Now one more question like this, if we will be solving, our concept will become clear. Okay, so circle part we are going to give bye bye, because circle nobody means in NCERT book more questions are not there, but still we must know some questions which are important for us. Okay, G and F is there in NCERT. GF, C center. No, no. Only x minus h whole square, y minus k whole square is equal to r square. Centered standard equation of the circle is given. Correct? Standard equation of the circle is only given there. I believe, yes, that part is only there. Everyone, please kindly say soon you have understood so that I can go for the next question. I'm waiting, beta. Done till here? Okay, so we'll go for the next part, beta. We'll go for the next section. So now look here. We will go for the next part of the question. The next part of the question is find the a circle of radius 6 unit is given. Circle of radius 6 unit. Circle of radius 6 units. 6 units given, beta. Okay, now what they have given that a circle of radius 6 units given which touches the coordinate axis, which touches the coordinate axis, which touches the coordinate axis. Now beta, where it is touching the coordinate axis in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant. Okay, which touches the coordinate axis in the first quadrant. Find the equation of the image. Now you have to find the equation of its image. Find the equation of its image. Okay, find the equation of its image in the line mirror y is equal to 0. Come on, do it beta. In the line mirror y is equal to 0. So very particularly try to solve this question. In the line mirror y is equal to 0. Hi beta. So try this question. Image related questions for line. In class 12, when you will go vector related image related questions will come. Line, circle, cone, anywhere you will be going, you will be getting this type of question. Good morning, beta. So definitely like this type of questions we must solve. Okay, we must not left this question. Try this one out. Try this one out. Shall I solve this question? Now look here, beta. A circle with radius 6 touches the coordinate axis in the first quadrant. So it is definitely defined that it is touching the first quadrant. Very carefully designed this one. It is touching the first quadrant. So, but beta, here last part we have done now y is equal to 0. Where y will be 0? On x-axis y will be 0. Correct? And it is touching which one beta? It is touching x-axis. So now let's talk about this. So if this is exactly the axis part and this is x and this is x dash and this is y and this is y dash beta. Now the circle is touching x axis. First we are going to do that. The circle is going to touch x axis. Touched, x-axis touching done. Now what is the next part telling beta? So if the circle is touching x-axis and they're telling that equation of the circle is not given, the equation of the circle is not at all given, but it is telling it is touching x-axis. So now when beta, whenever the circle will touch x-axis and its radius is exactly given, and already it is telling y is equal to 0. Where y will be 0? On x-axis y value will be 0. So 100% this will become the center of the circle and this distance will be taken as what beta? This is radius, this is 6 unit. Another radius will be here, it is 6 unit. 100% if it is touching means tangent and circle is perpendicular to each other. Always remember one small changes in circle you are doing, it is because of the theorem what you are knowing. So beta, here always already you know that the tangent which is touching the circle, the tangent which is touching the circle, the center line from the tangent drawn will always be perpendicular. Will always be perpendicular. This line will also become perpendicular. Understood? So definitely this section will be the center point will become 6 comma 6. So we need not to do much of the concepts here is not needed. Just once it is telling that the circle is touching the x-axis and they are telling you have to find the image on y is equal to 0. So 100% where is the image? The image will be drawn here or the image will be drawn here. The correct answer, the image will be drawn because the line mirror is y is equal to 0. Where y will be equal to 0? The y will be 0 on x-axis. That means here this x-axis will act as the mirror. Understood? The x-axis will act as a mirror and we are going to draw a line like this here. Got it? So definitely the circle will be drawn like this and this will become what? This will become the image of this circle. Now if this is exactly the image, the O, this part will become O dash. Next important point beta, if this is O dash, now this distance is taken as 6. Now beta y part here is taken above x-axis, now to plus 6. Now here it will become minus 6. Your biggest target is not to write the equation of this circle because this circle is already existing. What you need to find is the equation of the image of the circle. So here image of the circle will have center O dash. Radius will be, okay. So thank you so much, Beta. So here radius will be what? Radius will be 6. Okay. So here also radius part will become 6. Always remember this section, Beta, कि whenever this section center, radius part here, radius part, this is coming as 6 comma 6. That means center part, the moment this will act as mirror, x-axis. Y is equal to 0 means x-axis will act as a mirror. So definitely what will be the equation of the circle? So equation of circle with equation of circle. So here itself you write one thing because it will clear this section. Now look here beta, it will be writing this part, equation of the circle whose center is O dash and radius is 6. Okay, so whenever we write this, first part is representing center, second part is representing radius. So once you have written this part, so equation of the circle will become x minus 6 whole square plus y plus 6 whole square is equal to 6 square. So this will become the equation of the circle. But beta, this is exactly the equation of the image of the circle, this image. So when you are standing in front of mirror, where what is happening is your image is formed inside the mirror. So this part is equidistant from this. So only this is radius. So this part will also become the radius of the image of the circle. This will become the radius of the image of the circle, and just shifting you will be able to get this part. These are some things which are very, very important. So one technically very good question I am going to give you. Just solve this question. You will definitely feel confident when you will be solving that question. Okay, ready? So what is the next equation of this part is done, Nishi? Written. So now another equation of this a circle you have to find. The question is a circle of radius 5 unit. A circle of radius 5 units are given beta. A circle of radius 5 units, note down, a circle of radius 5 units touches the coordinate axis. It is touching the coordinate axis, touches the coordinate axis, touches the coordinate axis. Okay, now it is touching the coordinate axis. After that, in the first quadrant, so it is touching the x-axis in the first quadrant. Okay, if the circle makes one complete rotation on x-axis, if the circle makes one complete rotation on x-axis, if the circle makes one complete rotation, means beta it is just completing one complete rotation on x-axis along the positive direction of x-axis, because if they will give negative direction means you have to go negative direction of x-axis. If they will give positive direction of x-axis means you have to go positive direction of x-axis. So complete rotation on x-axis, okay, along the positive direction, along the positive direction of x-axis. Okay, along the positive direction of x-axis, find the equation. Find the equation in the new position. But beta equation of the circle remains the same now. So you will be saying that cake circle will be remaining same. But since the position will change, its radius will change, center value will change. Most important, radius remains the same, but the center will change. So definitely what it is telling, a circle of radius 5 touches the coordinate axis. Coordinate axis means it is touching both x-axis and y-axis. So this is exactly, we are going to first draw. This is the circle which is touching the x-axis and y-axis both, and this part will become the center of the circle. Means beta this is 5 units, then this will also become 5 units. Done. But that's not the rocket science here. That is not the biggest work. The biggest work here is that this circle is taking a rotation, and after complete rotation it is going to some other place in the positive direction of x-axis. So radius remains the same beta. So here center is 5 comma 5, but this part center will not be 5 comma 5. Here radius part, so y value will be 5 because the circle is not changing, so y value will be 5. Are you understanding? But what will change is x value, because it is rotating along x axis. So if it is rotating along x axis, what will change is x coordinate value. Radius remains the same. A tire width cannot, the tire radius will not change if the tire is rotating. Understood? What will change the is the center. So here you need to change the center. So how you are going to change the center? Now understand. First, with radius, as we have to find that, we know that this part is the circumference of the circle, and only one rotation. So circumference of circle will get converted into distance traveled by circle. Understood? Why beta? Because if it will take one complete rotation, where it will take rotation? If you are going to color this section, and it is exactly rotating, then which part will get colored? This face surface will get colored. So that you must remember. Okay, so that means circumference will become equal to this distance. So now let's check what is the circumference of circle. Circle circumference is 2 pi r. So it will become 2 into 5 into 10. 2 into 5 into pi. So that is coming as 10 pi. So this one complete section is coming as 10 pi. And 10 pi is the circumference of the circle, and 10 pi will be coming here. Now beta, this distance is already 5. So now this part, this is total distance, because from here only the circle starts rotation now. So we can calculate the rotation from this section, and we can end the rotation to this plus. So wherever the rotation is getting in, the circle will stand there only. But the total distance will be exactly considered, the center value of this one will be considered as 10 pi plus 5. Always remember, because this part is 5 and this part is 10 pi. Total one rotation, and then, so this 5 don't add. Okay, so 10 pi plus 5. So what will be the equation of the circle? That after new position, the equation of the circle will become x minus 10 pi plus 5, because only x will change, and then y minus 5 whole square is equal to 5 square. Only this is the equation of the circle. I hope everybody understood this one. Come on, say children, did you understood this part? That what I have done, I did not did any big work. X will be exactly beta touching x axis and y axis, because sorry, circle will be touching both x axis and y axis, because they told now the circle is touching both the coordinate axis. After that, the circle will start its one rotation. Here now the catch can be anything. Here the catch can be, they will say here one rotation they have given, but they can say it has taken 100 rotation. So that time whatever circumference will be there, that circumference must be multiplied with 100. Okay, That circumference must be multiplied with 100, and then you have to add this radius. So 100 plus whatever radius is there, that part will come, that should be added, and the new center will become like that. I hope everybody understood. Come on, say Siddharth, Sujata. I hope it is clear to you how to handle these type of questions. This is technically very good questions. You must be solving these type of questions, beta. It will be good for you. So one more question of circle was there, but only one or two circles in center question, center inside, center outside part. That is if the circle is touching internally, externally, if that revision sections will do. Now next class I am going to start conic sections. In conic sections I will start with parabola. But before that I am aligning, I am planning because other school classes tests were there. So I was very much involved with class 10th and 12th. I didn't give time to you people. Now your examinations are starting, so I have to give time to you. So let's get ready for that. Okay. Bye everyone. Have a nice day.